What's up, everybody? Belligerent here with another Bloodline video. And sometimes you just gotta show it. Sometimes you just have to do it. Sometimes you just have to prove how utterly ridiculous something is before anyone will listen to you. Female Daevala needs a nerf. Vigor needs to be brought in balance. And nobody's doing anything about it. And some of you even are arguing with me about female Daevala and telling me not to change her because she's winning everything for me. That's the problem. It shouldn't be my Daevala versus your Daevala. It should be a game where a diversity of champions matter, not just one. But right now, it's 95% of the time the battle comes down to whose Daevala is stronger and whose Daevala is bigger. And Vigor just added to the problem. They came out with Vigor, which was a cool system. We could have used it a long time ago with all of the marriages. But then they took that system away. But before they took that system away, some people figured out how to do it very efficiently. They called it an exploit. But they let those people keep the Vigor levels, but nobody else now has a way to catch up. The amount of marriages that it would take right now for you to catch up to the Vigor levels that people got from the clan trait swap mode of Vigor is ridiculous, at least from my testing thus far. So Vigor needs to be brought in balance somehow. Reset everybody, turn the old system back on, and just call it a day. Let everybody run around on steroids, and at least then it's all even playing field, right? Let everybody boost their Vigor. There's a level 100 cap on it, so it doesn't matter, assuming that's programmed, right? But something has to happen to bring the Vigor in balance, because right now you have some teams, some players whose teams are up here in Vigor and other teams are down here, and there's no way to make up the gap outside of thousands of marriages. Vigor, something has to happen with Vigor, and if you don't think Vigor is strong, the video that I'm showing you right now is going to change your mind on that, I hope. And if you don't think female Daevala is strong, the video that I'm showing you right now is going to change your mind on that, I hope. Both of these need to be brought in balance. They're not in balance. And the game needs to be balanced. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just, it's a gacha game and crazy champions do crazy things and we can all sit around and twiddle our thumbs until some other crazy champion comes around and it's no longer your Daevala versus my Daevala, it's your whatever versus my whatever, and then it'll always just be a one champion game. How about that? I don't like the sound of that. So the video that I'm showing you right now is a video of Dungeon Descent. I'm not exactly sure how Dungeon Descent scales. I've heard that it scales off of campaign. I don't think that's true because my dungeon has gotten progressively harder, even though I haven't made any progress in my campaign in probably 3 or 4 weeks. Like I don't even pay attention to campaign anymore. That souped up obnoxious version of champions that we don't get to play. We get these weak, puny, scrawny versions of these champions. It's just not fun to me. So I don't pay attention to campaign anymore. So it would seem weird to me if somebody actually officially told me, yes, campaign is the way that it scales. To me, it feels more like it's on might or combat power or some kind of stat like that determines how strong you are, not campaign. But who knows? I don't know. I'm not standing here telling you that it's not campaign. It just doesn't seem that way to me, and I haven't heard any official word about what makes Dungeon Descent harder. That being said, I'm on chapter 24 of the campaign. So plenty of difficulty in this dungeon run that you're seeing right now. All of my champions are at least 11 star. All of them are max level. So if it's based on combat power or champion power or whatever, we're talking about a minimum of like level 440 when it comes to champion power. This is a pretty solid kind of later in the game dungeon run. And what you're seeing right now, and what you're going to finish seeing, assuming you stick around for the whole video, but what you're seeing right now is me running the entire dungeon with one champion. I loaded up 5 because it makes you load up 5, but then I took everybody out. And I proceeded to run every floor with one champion, just female Daevala. Okay. Granted, my Daevala is pretty strong, pretty big, not your average female Daevala. But this shouldn't be possible with just one champion. Now, I'm probably going to put this video out, and instead of getting nerfs to female Daevala and balance to Vigor, we're just going to get an obnoxiously harder dungeon. I would not be surprised at all if that's what happened. But that's not what we're going for right now. Right now, we're hoping that somebody from GOAT Games watches this and realizes how ridiculous this champion is, and how imbalanced Vigor is, and how strong Vigor is. Therefore, it's unfair for the players who didn't get a chance to get the high Vigor levels based off of the system that you implemented, but yet other players did get high Vigor levels off of that. But now you've turned that system off, so nobody can play catch up. So you have some teams that are way up here and some teams that are way down there, and everything is out of whack. And I hope that this video shows that all of this needs to be brought back into balance, because female Daevala is ridiculous. Vigor levels are ridiculous. And both of them combined are running a dungeon descent all by themselves. All 25 levels. Now, I'm not going to make you suffer through the full of every single level. I didn't think anybody wanted to watch that. It takes a good hour or two to get through the full dungeon. But what you're seeing is each boss fight. Okay, so I just cut it to each boss fight. So you can see me go from level to level, and then you see each boss fight for each floor. So that is my presentation. Like I said, sometimes you got to show them. Sometimes you got to whack them over the head with it to show somebody how ridiculous something is in order to get change. I don't know if this is going to get us any change. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I'm going to leave you alone. I'm not going to sit here and ramble for the rest of the video. I'm going to leave you to it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. I'm Belligerent. Peace.